All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with another video. It's on JasonBlaha again, bro. The lifting gym slave. Yes, man. Hurrah. So let's see what Jason has to say here. He's doing orc mode training arm day today. Oh my God, man. I want to review some of this video, his workout video. Or whatever.
Looked hard, our friends. Hey, everybody, it's JasonBlaha here, and it's
whatever he's talking about here.
Time for another orc mode workout. Today is arm day, and sorry, there might be a bit of noise or something.
Okay, today is arm day. He's doing splits. He says he's going to be doing splits. Okay.
Construction going on a few houses down. Not much I can do about it. So let's get right into the training. Started off with a close grip bench press, and we've got a lot happening in this vlog. It's going to be a real long vlog. Some adjustments in what I'm doing as I've continued to shift more and more towards bodybuilding training. This close.
So he's shifting more towards bodybuilding training. Okay. Wow, man. I mean, wow. This is incredible, man. This is amazing.
Honestly felt heavier than I like. I really wanted the reps to be 10 plus. I felt.
Does he even know what bodybuilding is based on? What the principles are of bodybuilding?
Like this just felt awkward again. I'm trying to get used to close gripping again, and it doesn't look pretty like my wide grip bench. Because I used to only close grip, and I used to be really strong at close grip. Like you guys saw me hit a 365. I used to do sets of 10 afterwards with 225.
He looks terrible, man.
But I was also heavier.
This guy looks terrible, and I'll tell you why. Because do you remember JasonBlaha? He did a video on me on my old channel when I had my old channel. Remember all these people bothering me and badgering me about hyperplasia and all this kind of stuff? Look, I'll show you something, okay? I did a video on him. I can't find it. I have it in my list here. I call him Gym Idiot. So hold on a second. Listen to what he says.
There is no.
Listen to what JasonBlaha says here.
All right, friends, it's Tina back, man, with a video on our good friend JasonBlaha, the idiot coach. So
yes, the gym slave idiot. Yes.
I'm going to rebuttal this because I haven't had a chance to on my new channel. I've done it on my old channel. I'm going to do it one more time, okay? I don't have a copy of this.
And I've done it several times, you know.
Trip has one on his channel. So let's listen to what he has to say, and I'm going to bring out evidence to dispute everything that he says is false, okay?
Do you know a YouTuber called Master T? He thinks that hyperplasia is the best way to build muscle, but the research has only been done in animals. There is no research to support him. He's crazy.
Okay, that is absolutely false. And I'll prove it again. Man, I've proved this so many times, but I'll just prove it again, okay? Here's another reason JasonBlaha has issues. I posted this video because I found it. It's called JasonBlaha Sigma Rules. It's by Blautism, whatever. Convince betas that everyone that looks better than them is on drugs and does gay for pay, G for P, or whatever they want to call it. I don't know. So these are the issues goofball JasonBlaha has. Okay, this section is from NCBI. Okay, it's called Different Modes of Hypertrophy and Skeletal Muscle. There's a section, they always highlight it. When you go in there sometimes and Google and you pop it out, there's a highlighted section there. They highlight it for you. I didn't highlight this. They did. And so I just copied it verbatim and I pasted it here, okay? So this is a section, just a small section out of this NCBI report in my community section, different modes of hypertrophy and skeletal muscle fibers, different modes. So what do they tell you here? They say hypertrophy is defined as a what? Increase in the ratio of cytoplasm to nucleus, whereas hyperplasia is defined as nuclear division and an increase in the number of cells. Yeah. In contrast, hypertrophy in skeletal muscle is thought to involve an increase in the number of nuclei as well as the increase in cytoplasm volume. Hypertrophy of skeletal muscle therefore incorporates what? Part of the definition for what? Hyperplasia, an increase in the number of nuclei. See that? As a further complication, the additional nuclei may come from what? Eternal nuclear division or fusion, satellite cells, and their donated nuclei. Thus, evidence of DNA synthesis, a hallmark of hyperplasia. Without an addition of nuclei, you cannot synthesize protein. You understand me? That's why you all of you have failed. You are all failures in the gym. You want to know why you're all failures? Because I told you before, man, this is the reason why you're all failing, and JasonBlaha. Because muscle has a myonuclear domain size limit. So MND size has a ceiling limit during hypertrophic process. See, during hypertrophic process, it has a ceiling limit beyond which extra myonuclei are donated by satellite cell to do what? To support further muscle growth. So you all say that you have reached your genetic potential. I reached my genetic potential, my genetic limit, and all this kind of bullshit. You have. You reached the genetic limit. You reached the myonuclear domain size limit. You don't know how to get over it. That's your problem, because you're squeamish. You're children. You're like children. You're like a child crying. That's your problem. You don't know how to figure out how to get out of this. This tells you how to get it. It's donated through it. But how does it do that? How does it do that exactly? Well, here's a section. After fusion with the muscle fibers, some of the satellite cells serve as a source of new nuclei. Yeah, to supplement what? The growing muscle fiber. With this additional nuclei, the muscle fiber can synthesize more proteins and create more contractile filaments, known as actin and myosin. Without them, you can't further that domain. You can't synthesize protein. Because why? Because the nuclei in the muscle fiber can what? Synthesize more proteins. So without an addition of these nuclei, you cannot synthesize protein. You cannot support any more further muscle growth. Because no matter how much protein you eat, no matter how much you eat, you'll never synthesize protein. And if you did grow, it's sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. That's your problem. Unless you figured out how to get an addition of these nuclei. How do you get them? Through adaptations. That's why people say, well, bodybuilders are weak because they're doing all this accessory work and this and that. No, man. In every sport, in every type of lifting, if you're hammering something or lifting something or using a wheelbarrow in construction, you are getting an adaptation. You are getting stronger at that movement. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? If you're a bench presser and that's all you do, you are getting better and stronger and bigger at that movement in that particular muscle group. Yeah, you're getting addition of nuclei. The nuclei enhance you. They enhance you and your performance. That's what they do, man. So yeah, without them, forget it, man. It even tells you here, hyperplasia here. It's incorporated, definition of hyperplasia, okay? Whatever. So I don't need to go into anything any more else of this. I'll go back to this original video that I was watching of him. His exercise.
There's a simple rice hack anyone...
Sorry about that. His orc mode exercising.
Sets of 10
Here we are.
afterwards of 225, but I was also heavier and doing all close grip. Now I wide grip bench, like really wide grip. But I wanted to...
Like I said, this is pure failure here. This is failure. He's getting older and he's exhausting the satellite cell. He's not accumulating more of them for further regeneration. He's gone. He's so sarcopeniate here.
Bring it back in on arm day because it's a great basic exercise.
I mean, seriously, look at his legs and look at me. Look at him and look at me, man. Like, I look like a beast, bro, at 57. Look at his legs, the sarcopenia, his body. His waist is wide. It's terrible.
To start with, but I'm trying to start bringing the reps and volume up a little.
This is what I was trying to teach people on my channel, that if you don't build muscle now when you're young, You will not build it when you're old. You are going to suffer from sarcopenia. All of you are.
But I ran a little bit heavier for a while and even trimmed the volume
And time is running short for all of you.
down. And I ran, I guess, for about a week and a half, my 6 sets of muscle group. My recovery is perfect after that. I feel like I'm able to really bounce back. I feel fantastic. It's like my sleep is on point. All my joints feel good. I have no pain anywhere at all, no inflammation. So
His joints, he has no inflammation. He's just playing with the weights, man.
what I'm going to do is start working this back up, and I'm going to go over to more and more really just bodybuilder training, but with a little.
That isn't bodybuilding training is about eking adaptations and different movements and different exercises using every means possible in the gym. That includes cable machines, dumbbells, barbells, whatever. Every kind of modality. There's even calisthenics is even added to bodybuilding. Pull-ups is part of calisthenics. Pull-ups on the chinning bar. That's calisthenics, but they use it in bodybuilding because everything is incorporated in there in bodybuilding. Even doing these stand-up presses, everything is incorporated. There's a lot of believe it or not, there's a lot of calisthenic exercises in bodybuilding because you need more adaptations to increase more growth. Otherwise, forget it. You're wasting your time, man.
A little bit of heavy work for my big three. And like I said, I'm already on a body part split. I am probably going to adjust.
Is he copying me, man? He's going on a bodybuilding split. The only reason I went on the split is for conditioning purposes. That's the only reason.
That over to a 5-day Monday through Friday. I'm also going to start doing abs at the end of every one. So I'm also going to bring the volumes up to a little more of what's normally recommended. I've had plenty of clients in that 6 to 8 set who've done really well. However, what I started looking at, again, I need to look more and more the part. So what do we got to do?
He needs to look more and more the part. What is that? What is that thing on the top of his head? He's got a hole. There's blood there. He's got a hole on the top of his head. What happened to him, man? Did he fall on his head? Did he scratch his head? Look at his tummy. Look at the skin hanging there. This looks terrible.
I not only have to keep getting leaner and tighten that waistline up, the loose skin and the fat both, but I'm going to have to really start thinking of if I really want to sell it. And I'm going to keep looking this part more and more.
Blaha, we're trying to help you, man. I'm telling you, Blaha. Go on a high nutrient diet. Meat, beef, especially beef, and seafood. A lot of different types of seafood and beef, okay? And if you can, maybe lamb, goat, whatever, I don't know. So not so much chicken, man, or pork, but yeah. And eat a lot of fat, like animal fat, man. And cook with butter. Cook your fish and your meat in butter. Do not use seed oils. Stop eating tofu, pasta, and all these weird foods, dude. And you will change and look better. Stop eating unnatural food, Blaha.
I'm going to go ahead and train as if I was getting ready for a bodybuilding show.
No, Blaha. You need to train to get adaptations. You need to eat a high nutrient diet and train for adaptations. That's what you need to do. You're withering away here now. You're withering away. I can see it. You're withering away, dude. The arms are never gonna grow. They're never gonna grow because you lack you lack the experience and knowledge and the nuclei to further that domain. You need these nuclei. You need to I know you hate hyperplasia. You say it doesn't exist or something. But unfortunately, it does exist. The only way to push that domain is to get that progenitor to donate its nuclei to that domain. It got to split and divide and increase the number. And that's based on hyperplasia, dude. I'm sorry. Otherwise, you will never hypertrophy those muscles ever again. Unless, of course, you want to blow them up fakely through some sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. You could do it artificially if you like. Keep doing that.
So my training is going to look more and more like that. Doesn't mean we remove.
By the way, you're bleeding on the top of your head. I think you need to go see a doctor. This is something really bad there. I don't know.
Heavy work for the big three, though. They'll still be in there. Just like many Mr. Olympias have done successfully. okay? But it is going to be more and more bodybuilder because, again, I'm going to have to bias it. I'm still going to say it's power building, though, because I'm doing heavy work with the big three. All right. So as far as these lifts go, I went ahead and took the weight down a little bit. And some of this stuff I'm going to reduce weights to make sure the form is perfect and just do hard.
You don't reduce the weight. You keep the weight up high. You increase the repetitions.
Sets very close to failure or to failure. Keep the volumes up. I'm going to do most of
He's so wasting his time.
muscle groups, I think, at this point.
He says this is
and I'm going to superset arms. So my split's still going to be a priority towards arms, which means we'll have an arm day. Okay. Now, if a person were not struggling with arm balance, I would go ahead and put triceps on their bench day, their chest day.
It looks like he's suffering, man. He's so lazy.
Because the issue is, again, frequency doesn't need that.
Look at those
You
arms.
just need to train harder and put more focus.
Look at those tiny arms, tiny body. Boy, he needs some sunlight, man. He needs some vitamin D big time. You got to go in the sun there, dude. You're in Texas. You should go in the sun. I don't know, these exercises, the same things over and over again. It's monotonous. Getting a zero.
And make sure that I have a day like today, their own day like I'm doing.
Get the new Apple Watch when you switch to RBC.
Arms are going to need their own day like I'm doing here.
So here's one of the issues that people like him have. And so let's just say you got an adaptation and you got these nuclei, which they synthesize protein. But protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown. You understand me? You need to exceed it. You need to be in a kind of an anabolic growth state to see that growth, to stimulate that growth. That's why it's really hard to build real muscle. Fake muscles are easy, but hard muscle, well, there's work involved there for sure. You definitely have to eat to keep growing that domain, to keep pushing that domain. Otherwise, you'll be stuck on these newbie gains forever. Forever. Like Blaha, stuck on newbie gains.
All right, on the preacher curls, a lot of these I pause at the bottom. Sometimes people will be like, you're not locking out. Gone as low as my arm will let me. I know it looks funny from this angle, but you know, what do you want me to do? So you guys will see what
You don't have to lock out. I don't know what these people are talking about. You don't have to lock out. You don't want to cause an injury either.
I pause or fail, you'll see that it's pretty much the same point. So the point
There's nothing wrong with this exercise. It's just, it's a dangerous exercise. You're better off using the cables. You could go super, super heavy on cables to pull the weight. So you can cause some adaptations in your arms. So they'll grow bigger. And then you got to go eat some real food, Blaha, to build your body. So I'm sorry, man.
here, I'm only making that point because I tell people to go all the way down. These notice on that failed rep, I stopped at the bottom.
Failed rep.
Finish the rep.
Here we go again with that. Here we go again with the arms.
From, my gosh, how many years has it been?
So this is arm day.
Has it been 20 years? It's been 20 years now. It's now been 20 years. That previously injured one from 20 years ago, and we lead with it. We let it lead.
He's always been injured.
And then I match it on the other side. Interestingly enough, I'm taking these to failure. Right there, that failed. It went down, it just stopped. So that stopped with my lockout.
That was failure?
All right, so then I match it on the other side. So the idea here is match it. And these are controlled. I've had some people say, I don't feel any tension at the top of a preacher curl. Well, quit doing a wrist curl. Look at my hand position. Notice my wrist is cocked back a little bit.
Huh. This is hilarious, man. This is.
You do that, and you lean all the way forward, you'll still have tension on the bicep at the top. But this is a lengthened.
These are new videos, man, because this bicep curl thing is new. You can see his face is unshaved. So these are all new videos. But notice in the videos, he's doing the exact same exercises and everything. He's adapted. He's adapted to all these exercises, the lifts, everything he's doing. He's got zero adaptations here, just wasting his time.
Position exercise. It puts one hell of a lot of stretch on the muscle, but it puts all that tension down near the bottom. Right? So the highest
Man, he's just playing with the weights.
amount of mechanical tension on this exercise is down near the lengthened position. It's why it works so well, particularly for building that lower bicep. Skull crushers, I did notice on the first set, my elbow tendons felt slightly funny, but I never know if that's the
And
muscle
he
or the tendons.
does this in every video. It's more waste of time, man. The arms again.
But the idea on these, we're taking all these
Okay, this is getting boring.
on the back day that are
Okay, same weight. Oh, less weight now.
hitting them. So I'm going to bias the back day towards it a little bit. So again, my split is
His kyphosis is interrupting him. He can't do his triceps properly because of the kyphosis.
going to be very arm dominant. So I'm at a point now, if like the arms just come up, maybe the delts cap a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe the delts cap a little bit more. The arms are coming up, this, that, yes, man. Oh, I love this.
I'm going to go ahead and do the hanging leg raises all 5 lower body days. Okay, so again, kind of a traditional bodybuilding idea. Let's just train abs every day, right?
Let's just train abs every day. Yeah. Man, I train abs with every workout but I'm not trying to build my abs. I'm just trying to get the thermogenic effect there. Now, as far as my neck is concerned, it too is a thermogenic effect. That's why I do it with every workout. I say, well, I'm doing this, and I'm doing my abs and my neck. Because your face looks better when you do your neck, because your face is aging. The bone structure in your face when you turn 40 changes automatically. You look in the mirror one day and you're like, I didn't look like that before. And you're like, what the fuck? I changed because I posted in my community section this thing about spheres. They put this stuff in and they inject these spheres. They mimic your bone. I don't know how long it lasts, couple of years or something. But it mimics your bone in your face. And I don't know, brings back the structure in your face. So it looks a lot better. The structure of your face is falling apart. So I started doing exercises, jaw exercises, and facial exercises. And I'm doing my neck because I'm focusing more now on my facial features because face is more important than body in the gym, bro. Because people see your face all the time. You're covered up. If you're looking terrible and ugly and old, that's what kind of reflection is that? Of course, you know, we all want to be like Michael Hearn. We want to fake it, injections and Botox and, you know, fucking, I don't know, whatever, plastic surgery, whatever else the hell he's doing there. Maybe he even knows about the spheres. He's done the spheres and something else. I don't know. Who knows?
At the end
He lives in California. You can get anything done there.
of every workout, just do abs at the end of every day. Because they're different muscles. Like, honestly, they're just a stabilizer. And it would really be the only direct work they get. Yes, they're still the top of my head skinned. So, I found with these though, because
Again, the same exercises. These are lazy exercises. These won't get you adaptations. Let me explain something to all of you. All these exercises that Blaha does are lazy exercises. He's getting 0 adaptations here. You actually have to put in effort. If you have stronger arms, then you need to lift heavier. You understand me? If you could move 300 pounds with one arm, then you need to do 300-pound curls with one arm. You understand me? So you could get newer adaptations, so you could get stronger. Like, I could row for reps 350, almost 400 with one arm. Like, and that's not even, and I don't even need wraps. I just use them because I'm eking out more adaptations. But I could do single couple, maybe 1 or 2, 3 reps of 400 pound rows with one arm. So, yeah, I don't know. My arms are really strong. That's the thing, right? Some parts of my body are stronger than others because I suffer from some neurological nerve damage, but that still doesn't stop me from doing the things I don't want to do. The COVID was the worst part. That really messed up my squat because I was always able to squat super heavy all the time. My bench, it wasn't the greatest. It was okay, whatever. My OHP was not bad, but it got worse from COVID and I took so much time off, the COVID, everything, 3-4 years from lifting. And then I came back now. But there were other issues I was having. I'm having other issues. That was the problem. But as far as Blaha, he doesn't seem to be having any issues other than he takes steroids and I don't know, he gets a lot of injuries. He doesn't have any neurological problems, but he does have autoimmune diseases and a bunch of other weird shit. Man, mostly because of his diet. It's unfortunate.
It's tolerable right now sitting down. And then it looks even better on the incline curls. So the point is, I'm secure with it because I've shown you guys even my loose skin at its worst. I'm fine with it. It's just not, it's a distraction for the audience. And I feel like,
No, Blaha, I'm not trying to put you down. The whole skin issue, your whole skin problem is it's about conditioning. You need to not get, you need to stop focusing on this whole rip thing. You need to start conditioning yourself, body splits, do abs every single day. Like, do abs with every workout that you do. Do your abs and do your neck. Do your abs, do your neck, your face will get better. That skin around there, because that's a type of hyperplasia, because the skin stretched, it increased more of these skin cells, but they could shrink with time. They can go away if you keep doing your abs with every workout. That's about it, man. And eat a natural diet. Seafood and meat diet. Okay, man? Stop eating sugar and cellulose and anti-nutrients. Okay, dude?
a lot of people, they don't understand, they need to comment, and they've missed all the videos about the loose skin. So we can see some of it, but I think during the exercises, I just don't want it to be distracting. But again, now the incline curls, it's tightened up from a couple weeks ago, a lot. It didn't look like this. So that drop in that little bit of water with adjustment in my diet really helped.
Yeah, you stopped drinking the Kool-Aid and you started drinking. I told you his problem is he did too much sugar in his diet. So he stopped drinking these drinks with sugar in them and he's drinking water. Yeah, you'll get tighter faster because you're drinking water. Stop eating and drinking water and cellulose, dude.
I'm going to go ahead and just pull it back off now. I think it'll be fine. And I'm going to keep doing the ab work because I want to eventually work towards all beltless training again, including.
Yeah, keep doing ab work. That helps. Makes you stronger. The core gets stronger doing ab work. Plus, you burn off this shit and you'll tighten up the skin in that area.
My squats and my deadlifts. I feel like right now I haven't been doing enough direct ab work. I don't think it's going to go as well. So I'm going to do the ab work and let's try it out for a few weeks. And eventually I am going to gravitate back towards all completely raw.
Okay, those elastics are a waste of time. They're not going to do anything for you, Blaha. I'm telling you right now, dude.
Training. Like I'm not using wrist wraps anymore. I don't use any sleeves. And I want to eventually work the belt back out. All right, so then we finished up with a couple sets of these high rep band press downs to failure.
Yeah, I don't like
that's
those.
more volume than my triceps have. Been. Continue that trend. I think it'll be.
Yeah, these I don't like those. The whole lifting the legs up in the air thing. I don't do that for abs, man. That's just a waste of time. But okay, you can do these if you want.
Be a good thing. Let's just work on my abs. It'll also help with my grip and it'll help with my shoulder mobility. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say.
That's all you have to say, Blaha. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about the like, subscribe, support the channel. Blaha is never going to get over the MND size limit because he believes that hyperplasia doesn't exist. Unfortunately for him, it does exist, but in his puny little mind, it doesn't exist. That's why he can't build any muscle. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.